All right, so welcome back to another edition of Taxi Cab Stories. This is one night, picked up this guy downtown in our club area and was picking him up supposedly from a corporate party. And he had just moved into town, so he really didn't know how to get to the house that his corporation had bought for him. And takes a little bit of time, GPS at the end, and we start heading out there. So once we exit off, we hop on the highway, zipping. Then we start to exit the highway, and then when we exit the highway, we're on this dark road. And if you're from Oklahoma or any country town, you know that there's no lights on a dirt road. And so we're moving around, and I'm getting ready to pull into the gated area where this guy lives. And this gigantic, big ass bat flies right at the windshield. And it was no regular bat. This was a bat the size of a damn eagle. And it's like, rah, and it literally wingspan was the size of the windshield of the car I was driving. And I was like, what the hell? Swerved, still stayed in control. And the guy even looked and he was like, was that a fucking bat? It's like, what are y'all growing here in Oklahoma? So, get back, start driving again, taking this guy, pulled on in, dropped him off, humongous tip. Then, as I'm leaving, I'm coming out of the complex, working my way back to the highway. And then, I shit you not, there is a guy standing off to the side of the road holding his arm, which was about the same size as the side that we hit the bat on. Needless to say is I did not stop to pick the guy up or ask if the guy was all right. I floored it because you're on a country road wearing all black or really dark colors, and you are holding a arm. It's about the same arm that I just hit a giant monster bat. Not saying it's a big vampire or anything, but that was freaking crazy. All right, and then there was this other day where, if you're from here in the city, you know everything usually shuts down about 2 o'clock, and there's nothing really interesting to do. And so there's nothing really interesting inside Oklahoma City besides maybe clubbing or going to the Thunder game. And so, but this one day, and I get this call. This person's late for work, and they need someone that can get there quickly and get them to work because they're running almost an hour late for work. That's about a usual day. Is there someone who either waited too late or overslept or something, and they have to get somewhere as quickly as possible? So I pull up to the apartment complex, and I'm calling the person, hey, I'm outside, blah, blah, blah. And runs this 19-year-old woman in a pair of jogger pants and a hoodie with a big old bag with her. And she's running, and she jumps in the car, and she goes, do you know where to get to the Red Dog? If you happen to be from Oklahoma City, you know what the Red Dog is. It's called the Red Dog Cafe, but let's just say they're not selling pancakes. And so I'm like, sure. She's like, I have to be on stage in like 15 minutes, and I just really gotta get to work. Sure, I'll get you to work. So, zipping down the street. And then if anyone has really been driving and people start rustling behind you, it makes you kind of nervous. So I look up in the mirror, and she is pretty much getting into her stage attire while in the back seat. Granted, my windows are a little bit tinted, and she is just literally stripping down and putting on the schoolgirl outfit. And it's like, what the hell? So she jumps out of the car when we finally pull in and just hands me a wad of 20s and just like, and then another wad of singles, and she's like, that should cover the fare. And thank you for not crashing. Well, I'm like, well, thank you for helping me not to crash. And so, if you enjoyed the story, hit it with a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, and enjoy life.